Greenland, the world's largest island, a vast expanse of ice and rock shrouded in myth and mystery. This is a land of extremes where towering glaciers carve their way through ancient mountains and the ethereal glow of the northern lights dances across the night sky. But beneath its icy exterior lies a land of warmth and resilience, home to a people whose history is as captivating as the land itself. For millennia, Greenland has stood as a silent sentinel in the North Atlantic, its icy heart beating to the rhythm of the Arctic seasons. It is a land shaped by ice, wind, and the enduring spirit of its people. From the first intrepid hunters who crossed the frozen sea to the modern Greenlanders navigating a rapidly changing world, this island has witnessed the ebb and flow of human history against a backdrop of breathtaking natural beauty. This is the story of Greenland, a journey through time that unveils the remarkable resilience of a people and their enduring connection to a land like no other. It is a story of survival, adaptation, and the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of nature's raw power. Join us as we delve into the heart of Greenland, exploring its ancient past, its present-day complexity, and its uncertain future. The icy plains and rugged coastline of Greenland were not always silent. Thousands of years ago, the first explorers navigated the frozen ocean, drawn by new lands and resources. These were the ancestors of the Inuit, who perfected survival in harsh environments. Around 2500 BC, the Sakak people, skilled hunters, arrived on Greenland's shores. Centuries later, the Dorset, known for their artistic traditions and whale hunting, followed. Each group left its mark, their stories etched in the archaeological record. They lived in harmony with the Arctic's rhythms, intertwined with caribou, seals, and ice cycles. They developed ingenious tools and hunting techniques, showcasing their deep understanding of nature. But the Arctic is unforgiving, and life was a constant struggle against the elements. Families huddled in shelters, sharing stories and traditions passed down through generations. These early Greenlanders thrived, their culture a vibrant tapestry of resilience and reverence for nature. The year was 982 AD. Eric the Red, a fiery Norse explorer banished from Iceland, set sail westward into the unknown. He sought a new land, a refuge from exile, a place where he could build a life anew. What he found was Greenland. Eric's arrival marked a new chapter in Greenland's history, one that would see the establishment of Norse settlements along the island's southwestern coast. Drawn by the promise of fertile land and abundant hunting grounds, these Norse Greenlanders established farms, churches, and a thriving society that would endure for centuries. Life for the Norse in Greenland was a delicate balance between the familiar rhythms of their Scandinavian heritage and the challenges of this new, harsher environment. They farmed the land, raising sheep, goats, and even cattle, their livelihoods intricately linked to the short, intense summers. The Norse settlements were a testament to human adaptability, a microcosm of European life transplanted onto the edge of the known world. They built sturdy homes with thick turf walls, their communities centered around the local church, a beacon of faith and social connection in a land far from their ancestral home. Greenland, for a time, had become a part of the Norse world, its fate intertwined with the ebb and flow of power and influence across the North Atlantic. The Norse settlements in Greenland thrived for centuries, but their existence was precarious, hanging by a thread in the face of a changing world. By the 15th century, a chill settled over the North Atlantic. Temperatures dropped, winters grew longer and harsher, and the growing season shortened, impacting the Norse way of life. The once fertile fields struggled to produce crops, and livestock perished in the increasingly harsh winters. The Norse, so accustomed to the relative warmth of their Scandinavian homeland, found themselves increasingly ill-equipped to cope with the worsening conditions. Isolation too took its toll. Contact with Europe became increasingly sporadic, and with it, the flow of vital supplies and reinforcements dwindled. The Norse, once a vibrant community on the edge of the known world, were slowly being pushed to the brink. By the early 15th century, the Norse settlements had vanished. Their fate remains one of history's enduring mysteries, a stark reminder of the delicate balance between human ambition and the unforgiving power of nature. The echoes of their presence linger in the ruins of their settlements, a haunting reminder of a lost chapter in Greenland's history. Section 5. A New Arrival, the Danish Crown. Centuries after the Norse settlements faded into the mists of time, a new power emerged on the horizon: Denmark. Driven by a desire to expand their influence and secure valuable resources, the Danish crown turned their attention towards Greenland, laying claim to this vast icy territory. In 1721, Hans Egede, a Lutheran missionary, arrived in Greenland with a dual mission to spread the Christian faith and solidify Danish control over the island. Egede's arrival marked the beginning of a new era for Greenland, one that would see its people and resources drawn into the orbit of Danish colonialism. The Danish presence in Greenland grew steadily, fueled by the lucrative trade in whale oil, furs, and other Arctic resources. Trading posts were established, and the Danish crown asserted its authority over the indigenous Inuit population, gradually integrating Greenland into the Danish realm. While the Danish presence brought with it certain advancements, including improved healthcare and education, it also came at a cost. The traditional way of life of the Inuit, inextricably linked to the land and its resources, faced increasing pressure, forced to adapt to the demands of a new economic and social order. Section 6. A Changing World, Modernization and its Discontents. The 20th century ushered in an era of unprecedented change for Greenland. The Second World War, though geographically distant, cast a long shadow over the island as Denmark's occupation by Nazi Germany thrust Greenland into the center of a global conflict. The United States, recognizing Greenland's strategic importance, established military bases on the island, bringing with them an influx of personnel, technology, and new ideas. This period marked the beginning of Greenland's integration into the modern world, a process that would accelerate rapidly in the post-war years. Following the war, Denmark implemented a series of modernization programs aimed at improving living standards and integrating Greenland more closely with the Danish state. New schools and hospitals were built, communication networks were expanded, and a cash-based economy began to replace traditional subsistence practices. While these modernization efforts brought undeniable benefits, they also had unintended consequences. The rapid pace of change created social and economic upheaval as Greenland's traditional way of life, so deeply connected to the land and its rhythms, struggled to adapt to the demands of a modernizing society. Section 7. The Long Road to Autonomy, a People Finding Their Voice. The latter half of the 20th century witnessed a growing movement for self-determination in Greenland. The Inuit, who had inhabited the island for millennia, began to assert their right to self-governance, seeking to reclaim control over their destiny. In 1979, after decades of peaceful advocacy and negotiation, Greenland achieved a significant milestone: home rule. This landmark agreement granted the island a degree of autonomy from Denmark, allowing Greenlanders to manage their own internal affairs, including education, healthcare, and cultural preservation. The establishment of Home Rule was a watershed moment, marking a turning point in Greenland's relationship with Denmark. It was a recognition of the unique cultural and historical identity of the Greenlandic people and their right to chart their own course. But the journey towards self-determination was far from over. Greenlanders continued to push for greater autonomy, seeking to control their own resources, their own destiny, and their own future. The seeds of independence sown in the struggle for home rule continued to grow, fueled by a desire for true self-determination. Section 8. Greenland Today: Challenges and Opportunities. Today, Greenland stands at a crossroads. The island is grappling with a unique set of challenges and opportunities as it navigates the complexities of the 21st century. Climate change, globalization, and the ongoing quest for full independence are shaping the island's present and future. Greenland's economy remains heavily reliant on fishing, which accounts for a significant portion of its GDP. Tourism is a growing sector, offering the potential to diversify the economy and create new jobs, but also posing challenges related to sustainability and the preservation of Greenland's fragile environment. Education and healthcare remain top priorities as the government seeks to provide its citizens with the tools and opportunities they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Greenland faces a shortage of skilled labor in certain sectors, and attracting and retaining qualified professionals is crucial for the island's future development. Greenland's unique position in the Arctic has also thrust it onto the geopolitical stage. As climate change melts the polar ice cap, opening up new shipping routes and access to natural resources, Greenland finds itself at the center of international attention, courted by global powers eager to secure their interests in the Arctic. Section 9. Climate change on the front line, a melting world. Greenland is on the front lines of climate change, witnessing firsthand the dramatic impacts of a warming planet. The island's vast ice sheet, a frozen reservoir that holds enough water to raise global sea levels by over 20 feet, is melting at an alarming rate. The consequences of this melting are profound. Coastal communities are facing erosion and flooding, traditional hunting grounds are disappearing, and the delicate balance of the Arctic ecosystem is being disrupted. For the Inuit, whose culture and livelihoods are inextricably linked to the ice and snow, climate change poses an existential threat. Yet, amidst these challenges, there is also a sense of resilience and determination. Greenlanders are adapting to the changing conditions, exploring new economic opportunities, and advocating on the global stage for action to address climate change. They understand that their fate is inextricably linked to the fate of the planet, and they are determined to ensure that their voices are heard in the global conversation about climate action. Greenland's story is a powerful reminder that climate change is not just an environmental issue, it is a human issue with profound consequences for people, cultures, and livelihoods. Section 10. Conclusion. Greenland's future, a story yet unwritten. Greenland's story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. From the first intrepid explorers who crossed the frozen sea to the modern Greenlanders navigating a rapidly changing world, this island has witnessed the ebb and flow of human history. Today, Greenland stands at a pivotal moment. The choices made today will shape its future. The path ahead is not without challenges, but Greenlanders have faced adversity before, and they have always found a way to adapt. The story of Greenland is not just of the past. It is a story of the present and the future. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring bond between a people and their land. It reminds us that even in profound challenges, there is hope and the possibility for a brighter tomorrow. As the world watches, Greenland is writing a new chapter in its history. The outcome remains unwritten, but the spirit of the Greenlandic people, their resilience, and their deep connection to their land will guide them as they navigate the challenges and opportunities ahead. Thanks you for joining us to learn about the history of Greenland. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video about Greenland's fascinating history. Bye for now.